Hello to you beautiful people. My name is Noa Lakshmi and I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are finding my videos for the first time, welcome and thank you for being here. If you are a returning viewer to my channel, thank you so much for coming back. I so appreciate the support. Really appreciate the support. So thank you, because we are doing this together one by one as we are joining our own forces. We are definitely moving towards a brighter future. No matter what it is that you're seeing out there, we are the ones we've been waiting for. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. And this is one of the ways that I like to serve, sharing this information, helping people on this path of transformation. And I'm really happy to be able to do this and to support you on your journey and whatever it is that you are encountering in your life right now, because I keep talking about this again and again. Massive times of transformation. It's not going to stop. We are all being asked to move forward. We are all being asked to expand. We are all being asked to grow in very new ways, and some of the ways that maybe you've been waiting for, or maybe they're completely new and very surprising. But nevertheless, we are all being nudged, by the universe, by God, to bring about radical change in our own lives, and then we're gonna see it in the world at large. And man, I just went straight there, but it's an important piece, because everything that is occurring right now is really fueled by this big momentum change. Yeah, like big changes, big transformations, shifts, indeed. And if you'd like to know more, definitely check out my website, noalakshmi.com. I will mention a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But yeah, let's go into this week. Using astrology to kind of get a better understanding of what the heck is going on, now that we can really ever know what the heck is going on. So we just crossed a major landmark, so to speak, in our cycle, the summer solstice that occurred a couple days ago. Today's Thursday, June 22nd, and we had the solstice on the 20th, the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, and of course the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. I am going to relate to the northern hemisphere since I'm here, and the summer solstice. It's a big moment in time, in history. That's how, before Google was invented, before calendar, the Gregorian calendar, just followed the natural cycles of nature. And that's what the solstices are. And it's very important to keep track and pay attention to the solstices and the equinoxes, because that's when we flip the page. That's where there's another big chapter within the cycle of 1 year, that we really want to focus on and pay attention to what's happening. And we're definitely entering a very significant chapter. I've talked about this before, how this summer is going to be explosive to some degree, talking in your own individual life, okay? But yeah, we are going to see a lot of shifts on the global stage as well. Within your own life, though, new life, like I said, there's a lot of newness, okay? And this summer is going to be a big catalyst. We're going to see a lot of events taking place that are moving us towards creating a complete new life. And when it comes to the energy that we're in right now, with the North Node being in Leo for the next year and a half, it's really about your self-expression, your creativity. It's about your heart. And there's this emergence happening right now that I can feel within myself and people that I work with, that I come in contact with. This emergence to create, this emergence to really express yourself authentically, express yourself from the heart. What's the difference? What is expressing oneself from the heart rather than the mind or the head? And I talked about this last week, all the shoulds, right? Like, this is what I should be, this is what I should be doing, this is what I should create, or all the shoulds that we are conditioned with by society, by family, by so many external influences that can penetrate our consciousness And then we start living our lives from more of a conceptual headspace. Like, this is what I should be doing or not, what I shouldn't be doing. And it's really important to let all that melt away and tune in with your own heart. And that is the Leo energy, my own heart, my own child self. What is it? What is it that I want to create? What is it that I want to bring forth? What is my authentic expression? And I know many people are in that inquiry right now, and it takes time. So be patient with yourself, because it takes time to shed the layers of the shoulds and the conditionings. And this is the expectations that my partner has. This is the expectations my family has, or that my job has. And many people are in this position right now of asking those deep questions, asking the meaningful questions of who am I really underneath all the shoulds, my authentic me, my authentic expression. And that's the only way that you can really move your creativity forward, that you can move your creative expression forward, and what it is that you really here to foster, and what it is that you're here to cultivate and to create for yourself and for the world. So no small thing, okay? And what's happening right now, and this is really incredible with the solstice, okay? So flipping the chapter, during the solstice, there's a standing still kind of energy, a point of stillness almost. Not almost, a point of stillness in the universe, with all the chaos going on. There's that point of stillness. Sun moves into the sign of Cancer. That's what the solstice represents astrologically. And with that standing still, if we look at, okay, how does that apply to us? The sun is really, it's the light of your awareness. The sun is the center of our being. It's our solar energy, which gives us the power to create. It's the power that gives us life. If you think about the sun gives Earth life. Without the sun, there will be no life here on planet Earth. Apply that to yourself, because all those planets, stars, they represent something. It's not just bodies in space floating around, without any meaning whatsoever. Okay, so if you take whatever the sun is, what it does, the purpose of the sun, and apply that to yourself. Okay, so without that solar energy, there will be no life for the individual. What is this solar energy? The solar energy is your awareness. The solar energy is your purpose. That solar energy is the light of who you are authentically. The sun shines. The sun shines. There's no filters. There's nothing that can cover the sun and take that light away, except for an eclipse, which we'll talk about in August. But the sun is just, it radiates, okay? And that's the same energy that we all have within us when it comes to the solar energy, when it comes to the sun within us. And the solstice is a reminder of that, and that standing still because it's very inward. It's not an external thing. Let me find my light out there. Let me find my power out there. That's not going to happen. Awareness is not going to come from external sources. It always and only comes from within, then to be radiated outside. Okay, so that moment of stillness during the solstice is that moment to really get in touch and be in tune with that true authentic self and that true soul energy from within. Beautiful, beautiful moment for us here as humans on planet Earth. And from that place, that's when we flip the page. Okay, this is the next chapter now, the next 3 months until the full equinox or spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. We've got this mini chapter within the chapter within the chapter, but this mini chapter the next 3 months coming from that still point, that stillness point of you tuning in and finding that light, the purpose, the direction. What is the light that wants to radiate from within you? What is that? What maybe a new awareness that has come to you, which will be a surprise if it hasn't, because with everything that we've been going through in the last few months, it's inevitable for a new awareness to set in. and to open ourselves up for more light to radiate, for more of our creative expression to come out, for more of our authentic self to be on the stage, rather than anything that is false, anything that covers who you truly are. Okay, so there is that awareness. Oh, this is who I am. This is what I want to bring forth. Okay, it comes from a process of awareness. And then Mercury met the sun right after the solstice. So again, no coincidences, okay? Because what happens in the process, you can have the consciousness, you can have the awareness, you can have all those openings, but then the mind can really mess us up, okay? You can really truly know within your heart, like, oh my God, I know this is good for me. I know this is what I need to do. I know this is the direction. I know this is the purpose. I know this is who I am. This is my authentic expression. And then the mind comes in. Well, but la 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 la. I should be doing this and la la la, or whatever. And the fears and the doubts, all the mental conflict, all the mental dialogue that can really freeze us in one place and disable us from radiating that light. Okay, so what occurred the day after the solstice, and it's not a bad thing, you know, the mind and the ego, they're not bad. They just need to be educated, okay? And so what we see in the astrological play, in the cosmic play, Mercury met the sun the day after the solstice. In a way, it's like the mind catching up to that awareness. The mind is joining that awareness, that the mind is joining the true light and the purpose that is radiating from within you. The mind is catching up to your authentic expression, where when you go through the process of releasing the shoulds, releasing the doubts, and then slowly, layer by layer, the mind catches up, and there's no conflict anymore. There's no disharmony between the true heart desires and what the mind is saying. And that's a very important piece of the puzzle to pay attention to, and seeing when the mind and the heart really start to come together, when there isn't an internal conflict. And if there is, it's not so loud. And if there is, it's not so scary or overwhelming, you know, with the doubts and the thoughts and la 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 la. There's an ability, like the light that is radiating from within you and from your heart is so strong that it enables to take that mind with it and move forward, minus the doubts, minus the fears. So that was a very important part. You know, the mind is catching up to the sun. Now Mercury is past the sun. You know, Mercury is moving really, really fast. And we are looking at this Cancer party that we are in right now. Not only that the sun moved into Cancer, Mercury met the sun in Cancer. We have Mars in Cancer, and it's going to be there for another month or so. And then we're going to have the new moon in Cancer tomorrow, the 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What is Cancer? And coming out of Gemini, which is very, very, very mental. So right now, there's a lot of feminine energy. It's like, oh my goodness, we are swimming in feminine energy. We are just basking in it. With Venus being in Taurus, she's at home. The queen is at home, you know, Venus, the goddess, she is just relishing where she's at right now in Taurus. Feminine, body, physical, sensual, enjoying your body, enjoying nurturing your body. And then all this Cancer energy, very feminine when it comes to our feelings and our emotions and our intuition. There's nothing mental about that. And there is a very, very strong connection between your body and your intuition, between your body, your physical essence, and your feelings and your intuition. They all go hand in hand. But we need to learn how to take care of ourselves physically and how to take care of ourselves emotionally, so our intuition is actually established and in the right place, and then to obviously develop the courage and the poise to move forward and to really listen to that intuition, because it's not just enough to hear it. You need to listen, apply it, and take actions. Sometimes are not the easiest or the most comfortable or the most logical. So that's my invitation for you with this new moon and the solstice, sun moving into Cancer, and all this Cancerian energy. It's really all about feeling and connecting and having that emotional security. I want to invite you to ask the question, well, do I feel secure within myself, first of all? Do I feel nurtured by myself? And then look at your relationships and what it is that you're doing in your life. Is it nurturing? Is it nourishing? Do I feel connected to this person? How do I want to feel connected? Is it just mental all the time? Is it just like talking, coming from a headspace? Or how can we connect beyond the words? And now by feeling each other, by intuiting each other, by touching each other, by creating this form of intimacy. And intimacy is not necessarily sexual. If you have a partner in a partnership, a love partnership, sexual partnership, definitely explore just even more so, how can you connect on these deep levels? But intimacy is something that we cultivate and create with ourselves, first of all, and then with another person, even if it's a friend, a parent, anybody that you care about, and creating that intimacy. That intimacy is merely closeness. There's affection, okay, that is beyond the words, that is beyond the mind, that is beyond the logical, that we can really feel each other, and to really experience the nourishment that comes from that space. This is a great time to explore that with yourself, if you're in a partnership, with a partnership, in a community, in people that just surround. That's what Cancer is also. It's community. It's people coming together and nourishing and nurturing each other in that way, and enjoying each other, just enjoying the physical interaction that is beyond the mind. And the invitation is to take this time right now. I've been saying this for a while. It's not pushing. It's not, you don't want to now push and be in the masculine so much. We're still moving forward. There's big momentum, yet there's a bit of a slowdown. There's a bit of a softening happening, and to listen to your intuition and your feelings when it comes to taking the next step, when it comes to moving forward in your life. It is not necessarily the time to logically go through everything, yeah, but it's to feel, to really feel, to really be one with what it is, what you're feeling, and in your body and in your heart, and let that be your guiding light. Let that be the catalyst for what brings more of your light out, more of your light forward, and what is really the guiding light for you as you are entering this next chapter of your life. Alrighty, that is my message for you for this week. Beautiful new moon. It's the energy before the new moon can feel quite intense. There's a dark moon, so if you're feeling today and maybe even some part of tomorrow, Friday morning, just a little disoriented, maybe feeling a bit low, not quite clear, just know that the new moon is like, sweeping everything clean, clear slate, and you're going to be able to tap into your feelings more and connect the feelings to what is the action that needs to be taken here right now. All right, and that is it. Thank you so much. If you are enjoying this video or other videos, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I super appreciate that. And share this video. That's absolutely appreciated, to share with loved ones, people that you think may enjoy and benefit this message. And if you'd like to know more about me and the work that I do in the world, which is astrology readings, but a lot more than that, transformational deep work, one-on-one that I love doing with people, go to my website, noalakshmi.com, to find out more, and would love to hear from you. Have a beautiful weekend, a beautiful new moon, and I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light as always. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I will see you next time. Sat Nam.